Yo, JSF, and I know. This is not Mortal Kombat. What the hell? You've been sold a dream. You've been had. You've been foiled. Well, I guess foiled means something different. But no, I haven't been playing too much Mortal Kombat today. I was trying to grind it yesterday, last night, and I just got kind of burnt out. So I was like, you know what? Let me just look around at other stuff and what's coming next and what's coming soon and other fighting games I like to play. So if you're familiar with my channel, you're probably familiar with NetherRealm and just NRS games. So you're probably familiar with Injustice, so this probably doesn't look foreign to you. It just looks different to see me playing Injustice. Although I think I have one Injustice video on my channel, I think. Maybe way back. But yeah, I was looking at and thinking about Injustice 2 today, and I didn't want to play like ranked matches or anything, but like it kind of goes in line with the video I made before about what game NetherRealm is probably gonna make next. And since making that video, they did have that announcement that NetherRealm Studios was hiring people, was looking to hire people to bring Injustice and Mortal Kombat to the next generation, being the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, is what it's called, I believe. So that means one of two things. They're either going to port over this game in MK11 to the new consoles when they come out, or, which is probably still might happen, or the more likely thing that's happening is Injustice will be the next game up, and it's going to be on next-gen hardware. Now, if you look at the timeline of things, usually you would expect a NetherRealm game to be a new NetherRealm game to be coming out next year and be announced this year. And while I still think it'll be announced this year, I'm not certain that it'll be coming out around the same time next year. Like, I think it'll probably come out late next year or something. But I do want to say, yeah, that it wasn't an announcement, but that listing going up about NetherRealm putting out why am I so bad at talking right now? The listing that NetherRealm was hiring for these games means they're probably going to continue with their formula. Now, they did say they're working on some things that are Mortal Kombat or Injustice, but I guess that means that they're not going to stop doing Mortal Kombat or Injustice because they're too successful, right? They make way too much money on Mortal Kombat and on Injustice to just stop making them, right? And that's not to say that sorry, I gotta get some water in my system. It's not to say that they, how do you say, they aren't gonna do anything else, or they're not gonna. Well, they might make these games forever. I don't know. But them doing this, like, basically says they're gonna keep making these two games in this series forever because they make a shit ton of money, right? People love them. And with Injustice, like, the sky's the limit because DC Comics has been going on for what? Well, these comic book characters from DC Comics span all the way back to like the 1930s or something, right? You know what I mean? Batman, Superman, like way back, maybe even 1920s. So there's no reason Injustice can't keep going for fucking ever. Mortal Kombat will go as long as your imagination lets it go. So that is what will be going there. About Injustice 3, I think it's a safe bet now to say that Injustice 3 is the next game. I really lost my train of thought. I wish I remember what I was saying, but whatever. It's a safe bet to say Injustice 3 is probably the next thing coming. But DC Comics also has this big event coming, August 22nd, called like the DC Fandom or however they want to say it. I don't know, but they're doing this big event, and they want, well, I don't want to say what their goals are with it, but they're showing off a lot of things. They're having a lot of panels. They're showing off movies and a lot of DC comic stuff. The HBO Max TV show things they're gonna show some of. There's a lot, and I think that's where we're gonna see our reveal of Injustice 2. Now, I think it'll be a much different reveal pacing than MK11 because MK11 got revealed so late. If you remember, like, NetherRealm used to show off their new games at E3, and they did that 3 straight times with Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice. Well, Injustice was slightly before E3, and then Mortal Kombat X was at E3, right? And I believe Injustice 2 was at E3, so kind of 4 times. But Mortal Kombat 11 wasn't until the Game Awards when they showed that game off. And by the time they showed the game, it was a lot more polished and a lot closer to the final product. It's set up like Injustice 2. When they first showed this game, a lot of characters looked crazy. Like Supergirl didn't look that nice, didn't look that good. Aquaman looked completely different than he looks, right? So this showing, you can say I'm assuming, but I think it's a very safe bet that August 22nd is when we're gonna see our first Injustice 3 footage, or maybe no footage at all, right? Maybe just the CG reveal trailer, like they always do, like they've done since Mortal Kombat 9. I don't think Injustice really had one, but Mortal Kombat X, you know, I had the first CG trailer with the Wiz Khalifa song that never came out. Then Injustice 2 had that first CG trailer. And people were like, oh, who's that in the voiceover? Is that Ra's al Ghul? Who's that, like, you know what I mean? Or Ra's al Ghul if you're cultured. But, like, it was just the trailer. It was just a voiceover, right? And Mortal Kombat X had the 21 Savage song, which is fire. But, yeah, I would expect that type of trailer for Injustice 3 to come out August 22nd. It might not, but I think that's the best time, if any, to announce it. But, like I was saying, I do think it's going to be a much slower reveal pace. Like, we're not going to see an announcement, I think, but we're not going to see, like, we're going to see like 4 or 5 characters, max. Because that's what they did in, they did 4 characters, I believe, in the Injustice 2 reveal trailer. Batman, Superman, Supergirl, Aquaman, Flash, 5. So, we're not going to see any more characters in that. And then after that, it's going to be a dry spell for a minute. But because I don't expect them to release a game next April. I don't think that's what they're doing. Like, the fact that they just did a big story expansion, they just put out in May, and it's only June, and then by then it'll be August. I think they'll probably have, like, apparently they do their rosters first, so they'll have a roster. They'll know who's going to be in their game, or at least who can they put in their trailer. But I don't know if we'll see any gameplay. I severely doubt that. I seriously doubt it. I don't think we'll see gameplay. But I think this will be the beginning. And there is some evidence that they're gonna keep supporting MK11. That maybe more characters will be made playable later. But I don't think that means Injustice is gonna have to wait until that's over. You know what I mean? Like, say they're gonna add, say in 4 or 5 months they add another DLC character, another 2 DLC characters to MK11. I don't think that means, oh, well, I guess they're not working on Injustice yet. Like, no, they're still working on Injustice. I don't think Injustice is going to be pushed back an extra year or 2 years just because they did a little more content for MK11, right? I think it'll get pushed back further in the year. I think it'll be, instead of being April or May, I think it'll probably be in like the 4th quarter of the year or 3rd quarter of the year. 3rd or 4th quarter of the year. But I don't think it means like, oh, but because some people are gonna say the files, because some people data mine the game, and in the files there's files for a lot of different characters. There's stuff for like Sector, there's stuff for like Havoc, there's stuff for Chronica being playable. There's a lot of things in the files, but we don't necessarily know for sure. Just like how there was a bunch of Ash Williams files and it really seemed like he was going to be in the game, and then turns out he's not, and we got RoboCop. The RoboCop file showed up much later, and that's who we ended up getting. So, you know, I mean, the files being in the game definitely means something, but it doesn't always mean what we think it means. But I also believe that we're gonna get new Injustice, and I was just playing a little bit of Injustice today because I was like looking at all this information, thinking about it and stuff like that, and I really like Injustice. So hopefully if you guys like my content, you stick around for after Mortal Kombat 11 is over, because once Mortal Kombat dies out, I'll move on to whatever the next NetherRealm game is, or I might cover other fighting games. Like I try to mention that a lot. I know I just play Mortal Kombat, but I do like and own other fighting games. Like I own Dragon Ball FighterZ, like I own Grand Blue, like I own other games, right? I don't play them nearly as much as MK, but Injustice was a game I really liked. The neutral in this game I like a little bit. I don't want to say more than MK11, but it's like, because there is no dash canceling in this game, right? So the neutral is literally walk back and forth, right? This is the neutral. You do something stupid, I got your ass. If you're not, I don't think, if you guys know my playstyle, I don't think you're shocked that I played this character, right? And I just play Red Hood because I love that character in comics. I'm a big DC Comics fan. I'm a huge DC Comics fan. I grew up with DC Comics, so I'm mad. The first tournament I ever went to, offline tournament, like major offline tournament, not like 5 people in my hometown, was I believe Combo Breaker, and I played Red Hood, and I almost beat a good player. Lost 3-2 in the set. Because the first game I played Green Lantern and got walloped. But anyway, I know this is a little bit different, a little bit off topic. I'm sorry if you guys don't like this video. I just didn't, I haven't been playing a ton of MK today. I was playing yesterday. I think last night I made a video, and then I stopped playing. And then this morning I hopped on for a little bit, and I got over it really fast. So I was like, let me take the day off. Not the day off, because I'm still gonna play. I'm gonna play actually after this. After this video is probably gonna go live, and I'll probably be streaming on Twitch. So check out my Twitch. I'll put in my Twitch username and my Twitch page in the bio. Twitch.tv/JSF, J_S_F. I'll probably be live streaming by the time you watch this video. All I'm gonna do is eat dinner after I post this. But yeah, man, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Injustice 3? Who do y'all want to see in Injustice 3, right? I've seen well, I haven't seen any like character predictions or anything, but there are certain characters I'm sure are gonna be in, like the main DC characters. I hope Red Hood comes back. I think they did a really good job with him, with his moves and character design. I just think they nerfed him like way too heavily. But other than that, he's great. I want to see some characters like, if any of you guys played Injustice 1, are there any characters you want to see come back? I want to see Martian Manhunter come back, but I want to see him be re-fucking tooled. God, redo his moves. He was busted as hell. But I think, yeah, a 2021 Injustice game, we can get a lot of different shit. We can get a lot of cool shit. What I really secretly, honestly, not secretly, it is kind of secret, but what I really hope they did, what they do with the next Injustice game, don't just use all the same animations that you used before. That's kind of lame. I wish they would do an Injustice game like the way ArcSys did Dragon Ball FighterZ. If you ever played Dragon Ball FighterZ, whether you have or not, every character's move in that game, maybe not every, maybe 97% of the moves, there are some exceptions, but every character's moves, I'm talking normals like jab, like everything from normals to special moves to super moves are all literally taken directly from either the Dragon Ball manga, the Dragon Ball anime, or movies or something like that, right? Or other Dragon Ball games before it. So I think that would be super dope. Like, can you imagine every Red Hood attack is based on something he's done in the comics before, or in a movie before, or a TV show? And I know that they take inspiration, but I mean the literal animation is literally exactly what they did in the Dragon Ball manga, and it's super cool to me. I think that's really cool. I know it's harder to do, but I think that would be super dope, and DC Comics has a history to do it. And the thing about it is, Injustice 1 did something like that, where every character's super move, when you did your super, the pose that would strike for the screen freeze was based on like an actual panel in a comic book page. So that was really cool, but they dropped that idea for the sequel. So that's something I hope they bring back. There's a lot of ideas that I there's stuff I would like them to do for the Injustice 3, because it seems like that's what's coming now. So I'm gonna just talk about Injustice 3 like it's a real thing until I see otherwise. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, if y'all give a shit about Injustice 3 or not. If not, I'll try not to shove it down your throats. Not until Mortal Kombat is dead. I don't want to force you guys into anything. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to stream tonight. So by the time you watch this video, or maybe an hour later, I'll probably be on Twitch streaming, so check me out. But yeah, other than that, man, if y'all like the video, shoot me a like. If you like the content, if you want to see more Injustice content, subscribe. More Mortal Kombat content, subscribe, because I'm not gonna stop doing that either though. So thank y'all for all the support. I'm about to eat dinner, then hopefully get on Twitch. So yeah, appreciate y'all for watching, for supporting. JSF, I'm outie. Subscribe for more content.